Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a type 1 diabetes morning routine video, and specifically morning routine on an insulin pump. I filmed this video on a rest day because my pre-exercise morning routine is in pretty much all of my vlogs, and I also recently did a video about training on an insulin pump, which includes my whole morning routine. So I thought I'd show you how I manage my sugars on a rest day in comparison. So you can see this morning I woke up low, so I immediately put on a temporary basal at 0% because I know that I'm going to be going on a walk, and then I headed straight to the fridge for some juice. Next up, breakfast. And you guys know I have the same breakfast literally every single day, other than perhaps on a Sunday, which is my protein oats. I continue to have protein oats even on my rest days because I want to make sure I'm keeping my protein up. And it is 60 grams of oats. Fill the bowl up to 250 grams with oat milk, top up with some frozen berries, and then put in the microwave for 2 minutes. Then when that is in the microwave, it is time for the skincare routine to start the day. I cannot do anything in the day if I feel like I've got a dirty face. So first thing is always wash the face with my favorite cleanser, and then I go in with some hyaluronic, whatever that acid is, hyaluronic acid for some moisturizer, and then also of course actual moisturizer on top of that, and I make sure that includes SPF because I'll be going outside. Then it is back to the oats for a final stir, and then into the microwave for 1.5 to 2 minutes, depending on how much liquid came out of the frozen berries. I also start the day with a probiotic because I have quite bad digestion, some sea buckthorn oil, which I find really helps with immunity, and then also vitamin C with zinc for the same. And then obviously got to get some blinds open and some natural light in. Oats are finally done, so it's time for a bit of a mix before putting in the protein powder. I really like chocolate caramel protein powder. I think it makes such delicious oats, especially mixed with the berries. And then I always top with a few squares of dark chocolate, as well as some nutty seed mix for some healthy fats in the morning. You'll notice I haven't done my bolus yet because I was on the lower side, and I go for a walk straight after my breakfast, so I don't want to go low before I head out on my walk. So here you can see I'm also changing onto my rest day insulin profile to make sure that I get the correct insulin to carb ratio for my breakfast. And then I do my bolus as soon as I'm about to eat, so that there's basically no pre-bolus to avoid that hypo. I put in my blood sugar as 3. I woke up and it was 3.2, so I always do it a little bit lower as well, especially if I'm going to be doing activity after. I'm very wary of going hypo in the morning, and I don't want it to ruin my walk. I also split my bolus dose, again for the same reason, so I don't go hypo. Usually I would split it maybe 50-50 or 60% up front and then 40% after. But because I'm starting on the low side, I start with a smaller dose up front. So yeah, again, I really don't want to go low before I head out on my walk. And then I split the rest of the dose over an hour and a half. I had a high alarm going off pretty much as soon as I left the house, thanks to the apple juice and the lack of a pre-bolus. So I took my 0% temp basal off as soon as I left the house, and then as soon as I got walking, that insulin got pumping around pretty quick. So as you can see, by the time I got home, I was 5.2 with a direct arrow down. So what I then do in this instance is I set my alarms to go off when I hit 7, because I do still have some bolus left to take, because when I was on the walk, when I cancelled the temporary basal, I also cancelled a little of the bolus because I didn't want to have bolus and basal going in all at the same time, because that is probably going to cause a hypo when I am walking. About half an hour after getting back, I got up to 7.1, and then I took the remaining 1.2 units of my extended bolus, and that is my rest day morning routine.